timeless, sailing through, but tonight, no, we can't go far. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally breathe. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally see.
Hello, friends! Happy Thursday! Hello, Steve and Craig and Johnny! How have you been? Oh my gosh, it feels like it's been forever. I just said beam. Wait, hello. Hi, friends. How you doing? Does that sound better? In case you couldn't tell, we were playing with stuff and Brogan forgot to turn it off. Hi, friends. How's it going? Hi, Steve and Craig and Johnny. Craig's so excited. Oh, wait. Oh, two in a row. What the heck? Sam, thank you for the 26 months. And Brogue, thank you for the 30 months. I was reading what you wrote in your message. I thought it was so excellent for a second. Panic. We pogging. I need to lower that. That's too high. That's sub goal. I could point in front of the microphone. That's too high. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. I didn't stream yesterday. Apologies. I didn't want to. That's it. I'm gonna lower that really quickly before I forget. How do I do that again? Gosh, I've got to like, I put it on my tall monitor. On my towel monitor? My tall monitor? You know what I mean? Not my hall monitor. Look at his little nose, by the way. Gosh, what a cutie pie. Every sim now, subs are 25% off. Apparently we are Sims. How the flip do I do this? I've forgotten. There it is. I've got it now. You know English. That's alright. I forgive you. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to end the goal and then manage a goal and set a new one. There we go. Okay, there we go. And I shall put your names in the sub machine. Thanks again for the subs. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. I gotta put chat back where it belongs now. There we go. Got your little names in my fingers. And now you just adulted and signed up for your 401k. Pog. Pog. We love a good adult moment. It's just occurred to me that tomorrow is the last day of September. I had to look at the calendar because I didn't know what today was. I didn't write the date all day today, which is a shock because I normally do a lot for work. How we all doing? You know what? Work's been a struggle this week, I'll be real, but I'm so excited for TwitchCon next week. Oh, I was gonna put a TwitchCon countdown in like my stream title, but I forgot. So now it still says Spooktember. Okay, games in the machines. And Dougie would like to say hello. Would you like to say hello? Come on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hello. Dude, same work has been rough. I know, right? Like, what is this week? This week's been trash. Look at this little baby. Look at this little baby. He knows. He's like, oh, you work so hard. You work so hard. Very trash week. Oh, are we all on board with that? That's okay. Next week, we just have to remember, can you not sneeze on me? I love you. But that was, oh, look at this little baby. Oh, I love you so much. Don't wipe all my makeup off, though. Oh, yeah. Okay, down please. Down please. Down please. Thank you. Good boy. Universe knew we were gonna have a pog week and a half coming up. Wanted to get the bad out of the way. That's true. I'd rather have the bad week now than have it next week. If you feel me. Don't be feeling me, actually. That's weird. I made myself giggle. Anyways, yeah. This week has been something. That's for sure. But I'm going to finish Little Nightmares. Great! Aww! You sweetheart! You absolute joy of a human being. Hold on, I'm waiting for them to all stop printing. Okay. I made a mistake, but that's okay. I'm just gonna print 2 more. How smipey. Good people received to make up for the trash can week. Your poggers. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, friend. That was poggers of you. I'm printing 2 more because I've made a mistake. I had... I'm gonna put Craig, and then a heart, and then print that. Hold on. Okay. You has cute little... Your name is on there. Craig Hearts. That's it. Give me a drawing win, please. Okay. You already have 1 win, by the way, don't you? Yeah, Scuba Steve is on the list with 1 win. Craig Hart is my name legally. I don't make the rules. Well, I mean, I do. Also, look, I have my blanket on my chair still because it's just so cozy. It's just so cozy. And you know what? It's cozy season. Okay, hold on. I gotta... Ouch. 1 win is for poor people. Wait, I'm not poor shaming. Steve! We need to time Steve out for poor shaming. We don't shame the poor. I ran over my dog's toy. Okay, I brought the machine closer, but I just realized I still need to put all of your balls. You need to put your balls in some... No, you need to put your... Yeah, I need to put your balls in the machine. Okay, but aside from work, how's everyone doing? Are you guys getting excited? Have you guys looked at the TwitchCon schedule, by the way? Has anyone looked at the TwitchCon schedule? Because they've updated it a lot. A lot since I last checked, TBH. Not your balls, Craig's balls, gosh. Sam, you're bald. Well, I didn't say... I don't know where I was going with that. Steve is about to get timed out, though, is what's happening. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood again today. Okay, 2 more to go. Sam! Oh my gosh! What the heck, you guys? Not that kind of head. Oh, yeah? What were you thinking of? I was thinking of that in a completely innocent way. For sure, yep. Okay, last one. You did what, Craig? Oh, so now that I changed the goal, and we met the goal, I have to change the goal again. I'll do a draw and then we'll change the goal again. Sound good? sound Gucci to all? Don't let me forget. Okay. Let's do a little mixeroo. Make sure we give it a good old mix. That's probably so loud, isn't it? Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Is that a saying? I've never heard it before. Hold on. I got my machine stuck again. No! I think I'm breaking this machine. I can't get it. It's stuck. Step bro, come help me. It's stuck. I got it. Torturing the ball machine. Hey, yo. Machine is stuck. Fix it, step brogue. It's okay, I got it. It was just... Did someone redeem asthma or did you just decide to do it? I just wanted to do it. I'm like, why not? I might as well. So that way you can have something to sleep to on the train. On the plane. Gosh, that was a little bit different. Does anybody want to guess who the wiener is before I show you guys? It's somebody present. I'll give you a hint. It's somebody already on the board. I'll give you another hint. And you put it on Friday just for me? Yeah. Well, actually, okay, so TBH. Hold on, I'm postponing now. TBH. I was like, I'm for sure finishing Little Nightmares tonight. I don't really want to start another game and then not be able to finish it before TwitchCon because that's going to be so annoying. I'm not going to stream for like probably close to 2 weeks. Yeah, somewhere around like 2 weeks. I'm like, that's going to be so annoying if I start a game. We all get back from TwitchCon and we're like, what the flip happened last time? So I'm like, how can I fill in the like space in between? So I'm like, ASMR. It's a good filler. Anyways, the winner is Sam for his 24-month sub. Congratulations, Sam. Round of applause. That's Sam's second win, by the way. So maybe I'll just cancel the ASMR stream for tomorrow so Sam has to use his 2 wins to redeem the ASMR stream. 24-month, you know what? I'm gonna be real. When I put the September ones in, wait, I don't remember. I was thinking it was before then. But anyways, when I put the September ones in, I was thinking it was the month before, but it must have been, I had forgotten to change the color for July. And so I just took old ones that I had laying around. And I was like, these are the people that have won. And then I just was like, okay, here's my list of subs for this month. And here's the, like, tickets I have. So I just found random ones and I stuck them in the ball. But I did get everybody, I promise. I did redeem 26 months and you picked a 24 month. Yeah, but it is only, hold on, I've got to think now. September and August in here. Because August was, what's the month before September? Is it August? Literally rigged. Shut up, Steve. Okay, Moshin is going back. I'm going to update the sub goal. And then, I'm really hot, by the way. It's warm in here. Ayo, I'm really hot. Okay, I'm gonna update this. Start a new goal. There we go. Can I see the prizes, please? Oh yeah, I think this button does that. Oh yeah, this one's not redeemable. I forgot I was gonna change that out today and I forgot. So the grayed out ones are not redeemable. Everything else is. This is the 1 ticket shelf, 2 ticket shelf, 3 ticket shelf. It's also in my Discord. What replaced pancakes? I don't know yet. If you've got suggestions, shout them out in Discord. Do you have a replacement ready? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I keep like a Google Doc of stuff to like just jot down stream thoughts, basically. It's just like a place where I just throw my thoughts and ideas. And I came up with 2 ideas to replace the pancake stream with. I thought I wrote those ideas down. I went to look for them yesterday, and they were not in my Google Doc. So, I don't know what my ideas were. I don't know. I've got the memory of a goldfish. I literally sent you a 50-page novel of redeems. I'm gonna have to search for that in our messages then again, because I've forgotten what they are as well. Were they food related? I doubt it. I literally said on the pancake stream I'm never doing a food related idea ever again, because the last 2 I've chosen sucked. IRL 2 dog walking stream. 2-hour dog walking stream. Gonna be honest, Karki wouldn't survive that long. He gets very worn out very quickly. Not worthy enough to make it to the doc. I think you sent me that before I made the Google Doc, TBH. Because that was a long time ago. Like a long time ago. I suggested a shopping stream. That sounds expensive. I don't know if you understood that. I said that sounds expensive. The doxing plan didn't work. Oh, that's a shame. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Shopping stream and Craig pays. Like groceries. Like Costco or Target. Oh, that sounds awful. You want me to walk around and talk to like a phone? Or like a camera or something? In a store? Where people I might know are like potentially there? Like that sounds like an anxiety inducing nightmare. Steve, you're the rich one. You pay. Yeah. Steve pays. Shopping spree. Shopping spree on Steve. Anyways. And make sound redeems where your phone. Hey, yo, no way. I would literally die. I would die. I could never. I could never. Okay. Let's go back to YouTube links activated. Heck, no. Got itchy eyeball already from hugging my doggy. Okay. Music is paused. It's time for immersion. Does anyone remember what happened in the last Little Nightmares episode? Sam hates when I say episode. In the last episode. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. That's what I thought of, I don't know why. Sleep stream with headphones on with donos for YouTube links. Why do I hate that? I don't know, you always make fun of me when I say on the last episode. Look at his little face. Little face. Little face. You do. You've said it twice at least, because I say it all the time. Because it was funny. Funny. Look at my little baby. Why are you being so precious? He's so adorable. Okay. Time for a spoop. I hear creepy music, yeah, because I clicked on Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares. I said that in the most obnoxious way. Streams a heckin' support doggo. You support doggy? You can kind of see him still. Look at his little face. Ah, you're so flippin' cute. Could you get down? Thank you. Low Nightmares, bruv. Okay, I don't remember what happened last time. I do remember, actually. Hold on, I do remember. We had just lost 6. And I'm like yelling into the microphone now. I'll scoot back. Okay, we had just lost 6. The thin, tall man is hunting us down. We crawled out of like a vent is quite literally where I left it off. We crawled out of like, you're right, Karki does deserve a treat. Let me finish this though. We crawled out of like, what's it called? Like a manhole in the ground. Is that what it's called? like a sewer. I don't know, like a thing, like in the pavement, in the road. He crawled out of that, and we can see the thin man in front of us. And that is quite literally where I stopped the stream last time. Because I know what's coming up, and I genuinely thought I needed more time to be able to beat it. So I was like, nope, we're gonna save that. Manhole was correct. Sewer hatch, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, let's go get Donkey a treat. Look at him. Could you go in your bed? Did you hear the word treat? Bed, please. All the way in your bed. Well, that's fine, I guess. Okay, treat. And let's see if this works. Donkey. Yeah. Dog cam. Mayhaps? Yay! Wait. 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 Go ahead. Good boy. Good job. Wow. You do so well. He like half laid on his bed so excitedly. Look at that. His front legs were hanging off. Hi, Willis. How are you doing? Thanks to your stream, I got back into playing Little Nightmares. Pog number 1 or number 2? Do you have number 2? And have you ever played it? Can you set it on his nose while he waits? No, he'll constantly just look up. I've tried before. I've tried multiple times. I can set it on his paws and he'll hold still. But his paws were like leaning, so I couldn't this time. But 2. Oh, Pog? Chef Willis. I know, right? Okay, so I've just pushed resume. I think it's going straight into where we left off, which is crawling out of a sewer. Okay, I forgot. We took our hat off as well. That seems important. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm nervous to say the least. I'm so nervous. You make him pause while you set it on his paws. Posted my dinner. Pog. That rhymed. I didn't have the other chicken in the pic, but oh well. The other chicken? More than one kind of chicken? That looks awesome, by the way. Holy cow. Okay. Whoops. I don't want to exit. That's all leftovers. Really? Oh my gosh. I wish our leftovers looked like that. We made pasta yesterday and then heated it up in the microwave today. You called Craig mommy today. Steve, I'm concerned about you. I'm more concerned that he liked it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's different types of chicken. Chicken butt. Got him. I did not. Sure, Craig. It's okay. Okay, I pushed resume. This is serious business. I already paused it. Okay, wait, let's get back in the atmosphere, the spooky atmosphere. We just escaped. We thought we escaped the man, the tall man. And now, oh my gosh, he's coming down the street straight at us. So we take our hat off because this is serious business now. Let's go. Okay, that's kind of pog. Craig said my thing was long. Wait, what that thing was, I'll let you decide. Oh no, how do I... Oh, it's like the TV all over again. Oh, wait, do I have to like mirror you? What do I do? Oh yeah, I do, I mirror him. Okay, that's easy. Am I going backwards or forwards? Okay, okay. This is quite interesting. It's like warping all the buildings as well, I just realized. Yeah, that's what, I read it in the way that you... And he's like disintegrating. Do you see that? Every time we like whoop shoom him. Oh, that was a great descriptive. Am I supposed to be doing something? No. He's disintegrating completely. Oh, bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Thanos snapped. OMG. Or is it Big Bang attack? Oh gosh. I can still do things. What am I supposed to be doing? Holding. Okay. Powerful little baby. Look at him. You killed him. Why? He was trying to kill me. Obviously. Don't worry, guys. I'm straightening out the buildings again. Obviously. How nice of the door to open for us. Bro just turned into a Sith Lord. A Sith Lord? A Scythe Lord. I don't know, I'm not knowledgeable. My dog is crying to be loud already. Hold on. Un momento. Sam! There you are. Goodbye. Doggy doesn't like being trapped. The first one, you uncultured swine. Steve just called me uncultured. I think that says something. Okay, into the purple room. Oh. Oh, I got an achievement that says paled. Don't know what that means. Guess we're about to find out. Hey, this is the long hallway, no? This is the same long hallway that we've gotten every single episode. I said that last episode. I was like, hey, it seems like we get one of these per episode. Oh, and the door opens automatically. How nice. I don't know if I want to go in here. I'm gonna be real. I don't have a flashlight anymore. Yeah, I don't love this. I can pay $5 to highlight my message for 30 seconds. Pog, do it. So worth it. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. May I has this car? Let's go together, car. No. Oh. That felt rude. Fine. I'll throw a car at you. Oh, look. This door opened. Are you going to shut in my face, too? Whoa. I'm stupid with money, but no. How much have you spent on Genshin yet? Just kidding. The new season did just get here. The new update. We shall name him Kari. Carrie. Yes, now as of like, it's new as of this week. Do you want Amaranth channel? Lamau. Ask to meet up. Kim is meanie true. It was funny though. Hello, son. Hello, Alexander, my son. How are you doing? We are finishing Little Nightmares. Absolutely 100% finishing this game tonight. Hey, yo! Steve! I've decided I'm gonna get us to hang out with... I saw that Megan Thee Stallion was gonna perform at TwitchCon. Wait, he's your son? Yes. I'll figure out the details later. Bet. I have a feeling this isn't working. Just a hunch. How is a horse gonna sing Lamau? Lamau? Alex, how excited are you getting for TwitchCon? Kim is a daddy, not a mommy. Okay, I'm supposed to be... probably heading towards the sound would be my guess, because it's louder in one ear than the other. Hold on, I have to put... yeah, it's this one. Cracked the code, because I'm a genius. Kim is a daddy, not a mommy. Yep. I remember seeing this. You've watched... have I asked you before? Have you watched Little Nightmares 2? I didn't think you liked Scary. You read that twice. Did I? Okay, I'm gonna be real. I was so focused. I don't remember doing it twice. Also, where the flip am I supposed to go now? You're a Dumbo. You're a meanie head. Oh no, where do I go now, though? Oh, I think it's that one. Was that right? Oh gosh. I think Janice streamed it a long time ago. Oh! Oh gosh, what the heck? Trippy. Did I get stuck? Hello? Thank you. Oh, gosh. What? Why is... I forgot! Oh my gosh, I forgot to have Brogan fix my keyboard before stream. My A key isn't working. It hasn't been working all day. Hold on. I'm gonna get my little, like, keyboard duster. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second, it's gonna be loud. It's like a little air gun. It's cool. I like it. Is that the air duster? Yeah, it is. It's really nice. It's just like chargeable. Very loud though. Very loud. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. Oops. I closed a cord in the drawer. There we go. Thing sounds like a sheep. What kind of sheep do you hang out with? That doesn't sound like a sheep. Okay, let's see. Let's see if that fixes it. I mean, it's working. Steve! To Kim, that would just be yo. I just saw that. Is that a portable tornado siren? Yeah, you know, for all the tornadoes that we have in Idaho. Steve, go outside. I agree with that. This is so confusing. Can it be any of the doors? Oh, I didn't realize that these doors were like... Wait. Can it not be that door? Beg your pardon. Okay, that one opens. Why does this... Oh, because that's... Got it. I got it. I got it. Hold on. I can open that door. Can I? Oh no, I didn't mean to actually go through it. I have a coworker from Idaho, Pog. I probably know them. Oh, I've seen this puzzle before. Is it confusing? It was a small confused, but I think I got it out, right? Yeah, this one. If you making a sheep sound like that, what the heck? Okay, we did it. One more level, potentially, is what it looks like. I see one more staircase. Oh my gosh, so many doors! Oh my gosh, it goes this way too! Oh wait. Okay. Oh, can I make that jump? I didn't jump. Maybe. You got your air duster charging. No, but I will today, Pog. No more cat hair in your PC. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Am I jumping too early now? Hold on, this. I told you this next part's gonna take me all night. Everybody go get a snack. This is gonna be a long night. Hey yo. I wish it was just that door. It would make it so much easier. Can I just do this correctly once to know if it's possible? Use WASD to push objects. The game just told me how to do it because I'm too dumb to figure it out on my own. Where were these cheats the rest of the game? Thanks, game. Appreciate you. Oh no. There we go. Why do you go British when raging? I don't know. It's just... It's the way I was raised. Sorry. So I am to an angry person? Yes. Get a snack? Grab Steve. No, I said a snack. Got him. Did I pass it? So mean. That one. It's gonna be the furthest way in, the furthest one away again. Oh no, it's that one. Yeah. Yay! Kim is super bully mode tonight. I told you, I'm in a weird mood. I didn't jump. Thanks for the clip, Craig. Look at the duck right above me. That's the one that we burned in the incinerator. I was watching old clips today. And by old, I mean all of the Little Nightmares clips that are on my channel. If you go to clips and sort by like last 30 days, there's like 300 clips there, I swear. Took me freaking forever. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and let you guys absorb that. That is what the thin, tall man did with 6. You alright? Can I have you? You'll hold my hand like old times. You're so disgusting. No offense, like. He made 6 bigger? Okay, this is the part that makes me a little bit sad. It makes, I've gotta, hey, I gotta break that. Oh, you don't want me to. Understood. I beg your pardon? I want to talk to this tall man. Steve! That's not what I meant. Wait, I thought that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. That is what I was supposed to do. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, no, no. No please, no please, no please. I said no please, where am I? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, golly. Oh gosh, golly, Miss Molly. 6's noises. They sound like, the long-armed man from the Little Nightmares 1. Hey, don't look behind the table. Don't look under the table. I'm not here. Yeah, I left through that door. That you should, yep, that you should definitely get rid of me for me, I mean. Steve wants to get stepped on by a child. FBI, this guy right here. Yeah, you tell him, Sam. Okay, so this scene makes me so sad because poor 6. Poor 6. Dude has 4 elbows on 1 arm. Dude, that's 6. That's our friend. Aren't you so sad? I wanna cry. I wanna cry. It's so sad. Our friend got turned into a monster. Oh yeah, Sam hasn't been here for the rest of Little Nightmares probably, has he? There we go. Okay. Okay. from the first game? What? Alex, have you never seen Little Nightmares 2? I thought you had. Because you asked me a really long time ago if I've watched Little Nightmares 2, like right when it came out, because you really wanted me to play it. You've never seen it! Oh my gosh, it's like 1,000 times better than Little Nightmares 1. No, and I shouldn't be right now. It's 3 a.m. Well, lucky for you, they're all gonna be on YouTube, so you could download them and watch them on your flight. All of my playthrough of Little Nightmares 2, Sam. I played the first one and started the second one for like 5 minutes. Highly recommend. If you did not watch me play this, don't watch the ending because it's spoilers, and you should play it. Alex stream? I don't have YouTube Premium. Download it. Get the free month, download your videos, and then unsubscribe. What's YouTube? True. Also, oh, that's where I go. That's Poggers. I think I'll get enough of you next week. I can't reach this. No, I'm going to binge Daredevil. That's actually understandable. I can't reach this. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. How's YouTube? When's YouTube? Maybe when I have money. Right now, I is a broke. Well, that's unfortunate, but understandable, because you've spent a lot of money on this trip. Okay. 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 Okay, I did that so smoothly. That was so smooth. That was so smooth. I'm going to download a bunch of books that I say I will read and read none of them. Your flight's not that long though, Steve. Your best play yet. Thank you. I'm getting better. You've been watching gameplay, don't die. I've already told you guys. I watched all of Little Nightmares before, like, when it came out. So I know how it ends. I'm like, I didn't keep it a secret. I told you when I started. It's just that I'm so forgetful. I've forgotten most of the game. It's like I'm playing a brand new game. Like when I replayed It Takes Two and I'm like, there it is. Yay. Yeah, we're all going to TwitchCon. Puggers. I'm so excited. Okay. Look at it though, the walls are like alive. They're moving, they're bubbling. If it's not Baroque, don't fix it. I've never understood that saying. Like the Baroque, but like what's Baroque? I'm like, it's not pronounced the same way. Okay, where's my... Oh, I see my axe. Oh, now I understand the problem. I'm a little bit confused. Okay, let's just try it. Oh gosh! What am I supposed to do? I thought that was very quick on my feet thinking. Kim couldn't get the axe and sped run the smash thing, she cheating. And speed run the smash thing. I thought you completed this part. This is the third one. So the first one was like 2 doors, the second one was 4 doors, but not like the things in the middle. It like progressively gets harder. That's how the door puzzles were as well, where you had to like follow the music. Kim didn't smash quick enough. Hey yo. I don't understand what to do here. Is this not... Maybe I take it back down. Take it up. Take it back down, maybe? Okay. No. Maybe? Oh gosh, I should turn it off first. Okay. Okay. I got it! I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Get up, Mono, get up. Look at that. That is awful. It's literally a quote from Beauty and the Beast. Am I supposed to do this much quicker? Okay, I'm probably supposed to do this. Wait, but she grabs it! I got freaking yeeted, man! What the heck? Am I... What am I supposed to do? Okay, let's explore a little bit more, maybe. No, wait. Okay, I bet it's... yeah, that's what it is. Okay, okay. I got yeet twice. Yeet on repeat. You got B-word slapped. I did. Okay. Oh, I feel... Okay, I was gonna say I feel a little bit bad by making them, like, hide. But then I did it wrong, so I don't feel quite so bad because I just got dead again. Yeet and re-yeet. We're on a boat. I get it. I get it. That took me a second. Okay, hold on. I've got it this time, probably. There we go. Third time's a charm, right? Okay, and then get back up, Mono. Get back up. I'm spamming the button. Okay, got the axe. No, wait. Do I need to do it again? Okay, okay, okay. She's shrinking! Did you see it? She was like half the size. Yay! We got 6 back! Little yeet mares. 6! Okay, so, are you gonna ever let me have my character back? Thank you. Oh no! I'm stuck! Stop, bro! Ew, do you see the eyeballs? The building's coming to life! Oh gosh, I tripped. Oh, I don't think I think I did a bad. Oh, I really, ew, 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 the eyeball, ew, the eyeball. I fell! I fell! I fell! Oh no! I got swallowed by the building. Oh gosh, I'm starting again. Okay, go, go, go. Hello? Shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna be in a second. Brogan just came in here. Did you hear what he said? He came in here and just goes, hey, do you have any games on your phone? I hate you. His little iPad kid. Imagine. Oh no! This is such a serious moment too! The slow motion. The slow motion, will we make it? Oh my gosh, it's so intense! He's actually making my hands sweat a little bit. Catch me! Good catch. Come on, pull me up. Come on, pull me up. We dead. We dead. Like hella. Like, DED. And this is the start of 6's villain arc. Okay, I'm gonna freak out for a second. There's so much lore. There's so much lore about that scene in particular. You got any games? There's so much lore about that scene in particular. I'll share it with you in one moment because I just want to talk about that. Oh, hold on one moment. We're not done. But Birkin asked for the Switch. He quite literally is an iPad kid, so let me give this to my husband. Are you just chilling at her still? Yeah. I called you an iPad kid. He was just waiting so patiently. Was that intentional? The fall? Yes. The, 6 dropping us? Was that Gandalf on his way to Mordor? I don't know what that even means. I get the reference. I'm not, long live the king. Oh. Ooh, look. Fleshy, gross floor. What do you think it feels like under his feet? I bet it's, slimy. I bet it's very unpleasant. Kind of like the ocean floor. Very unpleasant. Ooh, what that? Go towards the light. I feel like I'm not on the same wavelength or page as everyone tonight. It's okay, we just gotta connect. We gotta connect. Get that deep connection going. We're about to get swallowed by the building for a second time. Hey, yo. Your puns are too high IQ for us. That's true, actually. Okay, I can't move. There's nothing I can do. Hello! Is it Sayaka? Is that how you go by? You love Little Nightmares? We're literally just finishing Little Nightmares 2. I played number 1 and all 3 DLCs, and now we're finishing Little Nightmares 2 tonight. And then we're gonna talk about lore. Don't worry. I freaking love Little Nightmares lore. Any guesses on, what's happening here? With Mono just growing? Wow, he's gotten really tall. It's almost like another character. Have you ever played Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice? Never even heard of it. He's Slenderman? Maybe. He hit puberty. Okay. No, puberty hit him. Rip. Never heard of it. Guess Kim never watched my stream. Did you stream that? When is it supposed to happen again? Asking for a friend? Who's lore and why do you love them? I don't remember if I read that. The lore, though. Okay, Little Nightmares lore and Five Nights at Freddy's lore are my favorite things. I can just listen to YouTube videos for hours about them. Okay, anyways, Mono is the Thin Man. And that's why I love the lore, because this is an endless cycle of... He's now behind the door. This door's gonna Can I use the psycho convert? Probably. Probably. Why Thin Man tried to kill himself. Okay, but he doesn't! He doesn't try to kill himself. He's trying to kill Six because she kills, she's the one that traps us. Okay, there's a lot of lore. I can't explain it very well, so we're gonna watch a YouTube video on it. I've had this plan for forever. I may have cheated a little bit with this game because I was watching lore, because I'm like, what's a good lore video I can show to you guys so that like I agree with it as well? Because there are lore videos that I'm like, that's not accurate, and it makes me angry. I'm very passionate. Okay, I got signal interruption. If he knows that 6 causes him, if he never tries to attack, then he would never be created. So he would end the cycle. But like, the cycle is like a repeat of mono, little mono, young mono. I'm gonna distinguish by like mono and thin man, even though they're the same person, okay? Hold on, let me go full screen. This is important. So, mono meets 6, and they form like a union, and they go off on their adventures. And then they run into the thin man, and the thin man, we think, is trying to kill us, when in reality, I think the thin man is trying to save us from what they know will happen if they don't stop 6, which is him ending up in a room by himself until this cycle repeats. I can't deal with another storyline of cycle repeating and cycle breaking. I've heard so many like good theories though on like Little Nightmares 3 being like the cycle to break it all, and like I don't know, one of my favorite theories is also that 6 is the lady from the first game, and so then after this game is over, 6 when she leaves goes on to the Maw, which is the place of the first game, and becomes the lady, and so that's her never-ending cycle. Also, there's a theory that like this was the 6th cycle, which is why she's called 6. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of lore. Like, a lot. There's also a secret ending. I don't know if I can I just like Control-Delete this game because I don't want to sit through the credits. Okay. I forgot to pull up I have 2 lore videos open because I'm like, I'm ready. Let's talk about lore. Mono and stereo. No. No. He's trying to stop a cycle. Yeah. Yeah. But he knows what happens. And knows he thinks he's trying to get killed by the thin man. So if he doesn't try to help, then it would actually help. But like, young Mono knows nothing. He doesn't know that 6 is bad until 6 betrays him. So like, when he gets older is when he's like, oh my gosh, I've got to stop my younger self from like teaming up with 6. But the cycle repeats because young Mono knows nothing. Let's lore it up. Yeah, okay, hold on. That's what I was doing. I was gonna search for the alternate ending, or like the secret ending, whatever you call it. Little Nightmares. Oops, Little Nightmares 2 secret ending. This one looks good.
And
Hold on. Ad! No free ads! Dude, the development company released a timeline of the COD Zombies storyline. There's too many different timelines, and it doesn't even cover half of it. And I've played since the beginning. So, like, at least you have, like, a timeline. Because, and I say that because Little Nightmares 2 has given us absolutely nothing on timeline. So all of this is just theory. This is just what the fans have decided is what makes the most sense for the storyline. This is why I hate time travel and cycles. It all has to happen or none of it happens. But if nothing happens, then the story begins again. Yeah, because it was and still is confusing as hell. I believe it, TBH. Okay, I think this is where we want to start. Let me share my screen. Oh, let me go to the correct screen. Okay, I think this is where... Oh, let me explain this really quick. This is an alternate ending if you collect all of, like, the glitchy kids. Do you guys remember when we were going through, there was, like, little collectibles, and I'm like, oh, these aren't really that important. They are kind of important. I didn't know that, but also I don't think I could have found all of them anyways, because there's so many little, like, secrets in these games. But, like, all of the glitchy kids that we would collect, if you collect all of them, I think there's, like, 15, and I maybe got, like, 4? I think there's stats somewhere in, like, the main menu that can show me. This is literally my life. I just think myself in circles till I confuse myself. But anyways, this goes on to be like the lore of why I think 6 goes on to become the lady. So this is like the alternate ending if you collect all the glitchy kids. And by alternate, I mean just like after the game ends, there's just another like scene basically. It's not an alternate of any kind. Slender Kim. But like, no, I'm gonna shut up for a second. Hold on. That's a glitchy thing. Like the glitchy kids, you know what I mean? That's like 6's glitchy half now. I forgot about that. Okay, so then like that was the start of 6's hunger. So like in the first Little Nightmares, you go on to become like so, oops, I didn't mean to. You go on to become like so hungry that you eat like the flesh of a still alive mouse, and then you go on to eat one of the little like gnome friends that we make, and then you go on to eat the lady herself, which is how you like gain her powers. But like, there's so much still that I want to like say, but I don't want to get out of order. Wait, didn't Mono get eaten by the six the gnome? No, that was a different child. He had a different name. That's why I'm like, it was a little bit confusing. Because that's a completely different storyline of a completely different child. Mono is now like old in this timeline. That was the DLC. Yeah. My dog is whining, by the way, at the door. He's like growling or something. I can't tell. Can I help you? Could you hear me getting really excited about lore and you just want to be involved? Little baby. Okay, so I've got more videos to watch. This one's like more in depth and will explain more than I ever could, TBH. I also just discovered this man quite literally like 2 days ago when I was looking for lore. But like this is like my kind of like story. Oh wait, let me tell you guys who this is. This is the story of a girl. The Gaming Beaver.
Hello and welcome. So soon I know
voice.
to another Little Nightmares.
I just love his voice. I go bed, got another interview later. Then working from home, Pog. Good luck in your interview. Good luck, Sam. I love you. So friendship time, maybe if you're around, potentially. Potentially. Most likely. I'll probably be around. I'm working from home tomorrow. Again, I've got lots of work to get done. So like, I'll sit in voice chat while I work, maybe. But also, good luck on the interview. Love you. Good night. We're just going to be luring it up tonight, TBH. Hey, Steak, what's pogging? Thanks. You're welcome. I wish I could work from home. It's actually really nice, I'm going to be honest. This is like my first job I've ever worked from home at. This is my second choice job, though, so meh. Yeah, better to have 2 options than 1, you feel? Hi, Steel. Steel? Hey, excuse me, you're being sassy. Excuse me, sir, you're being sassy. He just tripped himself. Hello, Steak. Hold on, it's kind of quiet now because I have, like, my music and everything turned off because we about to lure it up. Anyways, Steak, we literally just finished Little Nightmares 2. Like, literally just finished it. And we watched the... like, secret ending. Tension rises with luring it up. I know, right? Good job fighting off that hurricane last night. I knew you could defeat it. Yeah, proud of you. You've been training all these years. It stood no chance. Should have seen its face when I knifed it. Oh my gosh, I bet it never saw it coming. I've already forgotten what his name is, but we're listening to a Beaver talk right now about the Little Nightmares 2 lore because there's so much to the story. So, like, 6 just betrayed us. We learned that Mono becomes the Thin Man, and there's a never-ending cycle of I don't, there's just a never-ending cycle, I guess, is the sentence. You stared the hurricane in its eye. Good one, Craig. Steak cranked 90s, then knifed it. I saw it live. Oh my gosh. Steak hasn't played Fortnite in years, but he still can crank 90s. Now I'm a national hero. So proud. So brave. Okay, I'm gonna push play. And then he can explain more than I can.
Hello and welcome.
Wait, I just want to say one more thing before I start it. Like, I watched this already because I was looking for someone who could explain the lore that I actually agree with. And I agree with almost everything he says. Almost. I'm gonna pause it and tell you the things I don't agree with and why. Hurricane couldn't even see me in the eyes. What does that imply?
Soon I know to another Little Nightmares theory video. Or should I say, a Little Nightmares 2 theory video. In this theory,
oh wait, hold on. Do we need to pause? This is a 20-minute long video. Like, everybody want to go get some snacks and, like, chill for a little bit? Like, get comfy, get a blanket, like, we good to be cozy? Like, chill, lore, talk, and, like, not even 10 seconds and Kim's paused it 10 times. It's okay, we haven't gotten to the lore yet. I just ate dinner. Yeah, but, like, after-dinner snacks are a thing. Are you telling me you don't have an after-dinner snack, or am I a freak? Actually, let's not discuss that. Let's just push play.
I'm going to do my best to break down and describe what I believe to be the story in Little Nightmares 2. So it goes without saying, of course, this is a
true
theory,
reaction video.
but
Pause
that's all
every
the
10
fun
seconds.
of it when it comes to Little Nightmares. I'm going to answer burning questions, like why did Mono turn
Burning.
into the Thin Man at the end of the game? Why did Six seemingly betray Mono the way she did? And more importantly,
The first Little Nightmare stream was 2 hours, and we maybe made it 5 minutes in it. That's so true. That was like Little Nightmares 1, though. That doesn't make it any better. I don't know why I needed to clarify. I literally got like 5 minutes into the game. What's the point of dinner if you're just gonna snack? I almost always have a snack after I eat. Same. Okay, I'm glad Steak and I are on the same page. I'm like a have 5 small meals a day kind of person. Or like 3 meals a day, maybe. More like 2 meals a day, but like, that's besides the point. And then like snack constantly. I don't know, it's just the kind of person I am. I'd just rather be snacking. I have an Oreo chocolate bar. I ate a strawberry chocolate bar last night. Ooh, was it good? Right now I have Mr. Beast bars in my kitchen. Because they sell them at Walmart now. It's too easy. And they're so good. If you haven't had one, this isn't even sponsored. Mr. Beast should sponsor me. Because I genuinely love Feastables chocolate. I kind of want one now, but I've already had one today. So, like, I'm gonna stop myself. Well, no, I'm gonna stop myself because I want to talk, not eat. At Mr. Beast, thanks. Someone gift him a sub and like, whisper at him or something and be like, hey, this girl genuinely loves your chocolate. Sponsor her. It'll probably work.
importantly, where did Mono get that hat from? So let's not waste any more time and dive straight into the story. On the surface, it's quite simple, really.
The story?
Mono rescues Six. They shoot the huntsman, escape from the teacher, burn the
happened?
doctor alive,
That
free the
happened?
Thin Man, Six gets captured, Mono defeats the Thin Man, rescues Six, regrets rescuing Six,
Regrets rescuing Six. Oh my gosh, wait a second.
Six, Mono defeats the Thin Man,
This is literally what Craig
rescues
said.
Six, regrets rescuing Six,
Long live the king.
Long live
and then
the
slowly,
king.
Mono transforms
Lammo.
into the Thin Man. Well, there you have it. That was a quick video, wasn't it? I'll see you guys later. If you know Little Nightmares like me,
like this
however,
guy.
you'll know that simple isn't a word that exists in the Little Nightmares.
Okay, wait. One more thing. I know, we're a minute in now. It's okay. I can pause it again. When I was looking for lore, the first thing I searched was like Matt Pat Little Nightmares 2. Why the flip has Matt Pat, or gaming theory, it's a game theory, that guy, he has no lore on Little Nightmares 2. He is like the lore king. I was shocked to the core. You have to pause for copyrights. True, let's go with that, actually. Let's go with that one. Anyways, yeah, I was like super disappointed to find out that MatPat didn't have any lore, because even if his lore is wrong, I just agree with him. I don't know, he's just so persuasive. But also, I've probably watched 90% of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore videos that he posts. They're great videos. Let's continue.
And to understand what exactly is going on with the story, we're going to have to take a closer look at what all these actions really mean. But before we delve into the characters,
like the Mandalorian.
We need to understand what the signal tower really is.
Yeah,
the name
signal
sounds
tower.
like it's broadcasting the signal to the TVs, and that's about it. But I think that might only be because of what's inside of it. The Thin Man. The Thin Man's power, much like Mono's, is to travel through the TVs and shoot out frequencies. Or something like that. I don't know, he does something weird with his hand, look at him. But the signal tower may be similar to another place we've came across in the Little Nightmares universe. The Maw. The Maw was described as needing the lady to function, which is precisely why she's there, and may explain why the Thin Man is in the tower. These places require
frequency. Am I right? Okay, but like, that makes so much sense. I'm just gonna pause to like expand on that a little bit, because like, at the end, we're the Thin Man in the tower, and that's the door that closes. So the whole time that like we're going through the TV, we're like transporting into the tower to try to open that door back up. And like, that's why he has this like frequency power as well, where like we can enter the TV, but also that's how we like defeated the Thin Man. Welcome back, Steve. We're luring it up right now. I also fangirled a little bit over MatPat, but we're gonna like skip past that.
Require a person to be there, and without them, they cease to exist. Just like the end of Little Nightmares, when the lady is defeated, Six gets the lady's powers and takes her place. These structures are places in which nightmares exist.
I don't think they were TVs. I think it was the inside of the tower, if that makes sense. Because, like, when we defeated the Thin Man, we, like, used our teleporty, glitchy power to just, like, teleport to the front door of the tower. Is kind of what that was. That's what I understand as anyways, is like when we were straightening the city buildings, we like teleported ourselves all the way to like the very front doors of the tower, and then we entered in through the purple door, and then inside it was like a maze of purple doors. You fangirl, did you say Matt was sexy? No, I just said I freaking love MatPat and his lore videos. Like, I was just disappointed he didn't have lore videos on Little Nightmares 2. That's it.
Exist, and they need a host to feed from. When Six is inside the tower, she doesn't become the signal man. She becomes her own nightmare. But Mono, well, we all know how that ends up. Speaking of which, let's talk about our favorite box head wearing fellow.
So let me tell you how this all came to...
No, not that one. This one. That's better. Mono. The name being a reference to different frequencies like mono and stereo, which could relate to his interactions with the television
That's literally
sets.
Craig said.
But let's be honest, he does quite a lot of that. From the very beginning of the game, Mono sets out to find the Thin Man and free him. Whether this is subconscious or not, he is always drawn to the alluring static of...
I'm pausing because my dog needs back out and I'm not letting him back in. But why is it that no one can ever stop him? Because you have to be able to TP through TV to move around inside. Did I write this script? I don't know. Did you, Craig? Are you actually the Beaver Man? It's your secret identity. Go on. You're not coming back in here. That was his final warning. The final warning. It's the final countdown. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, let's continue. Hold on, I'm going back 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever
Whether
that is.
this is subconscious or not, he is always drawn to the alluring static of the televisions. In a not too dissimilar way to that of Six and her pursuit of the lady in the first game. Along the way, Mono comes across a child we now know to be Six, playing with a music box in a room all alone. Six is in stark contrast to Mono during the majority of the game. Mono has one focus: releasing the Thin Man and getting to the signal tower. Six, on the other hand, besides wanting to escape the huntsman's house, doesn't seem to
That sound effect right there was amazing.
have a clear goal. except to accompany Mono. We see her quite often.
Mono has one focus. Okay, so hold on. I saw another. I'm just gonna expand on like the name Mono for just a second because I saw this was a comment as well, like in just YouTube comments while I was looking for lore. I saw a comment specifically saying that monophobia is the fear of being alone. And so I personally like that better. I'm like, I like the name Mono coming from the idea of being alone because he grows up in the tower by himself, in a room all by himself for years before he gets released by his younger child self, and like that's a never-ending cycle of him constantly being alone. Hi AZ, how you doing? You actually just missed Karki. Karki just left the office. Craig's pogging all over that pun. Got him. Makes sense why you can't see past it. Okay, let's continue. Oh, AZ, by the way, welcome in. We just finished Little Nightmares 2, so we're currently like learning about the lore of the Little Nightmares universe because it's so much deeper than it is on like surface level, if that makes sense. So we're just like diving in. This guy has a great voice. He's really good at explaining. And then I keep pausing. This is probably going to take us like 5 hours to get through a 20-minute long video because I keep pausing to expand and be like, I saw this thing and I loved it.
Often disinterested in Mono's quest. A lot of the time playing with objects in the
I'm
world
going back, hold
often
on.
doesn't seem to have
Sorry.
a clear goal, except to accompany Mono. We see her quite often disinterested in Mono's quest. A lot of the time playing with objects in the world. A football in front of the school, playing with a mannequin's hand in the hospital, or even warming her hands by the smouldering remains
I really
of
thought
the
that was just
doctor.
being sadistic
Needless to
TBH.
say, she's a very passive part of the adventure. Until she's not.
Until
the
she's
moment that
not.
Six takes-
That's why Karki was probably leaving to go find me. You're absolutely right. He'll probably be back now that you're here, am I right?
Control of a situation and makes a decision that puts into effect something.
I hear the teacher from Charlie Brown in you, the one that goes, womp, 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 womp. Well, I know exactly what you're talking about. Is it because I'm just speaking nonsense, or is it like... I'm just so passionate about Little Nightmares. You should hear me talk about Five Nights at Freddy's lore, but it's gotten so confusing since they released the last game, so like...
Much bigger than both of them. The cycle begins
Cycle.
again. The time loop theory.
The time loop!
What do you mean time loop?
We love the
well,
time loop theory.
if you manage to collect all the glitched children fragments in the game
Oh, no
before
ads!
completing it, you get
Absolutely
this
not. No free
secret
ads. No free ads. Not on my channel. It's okay, I'll tell you guys when it's done. I have a Disney Plus ad right now. No, it's a Hulu ad. I don't know what this is. I've skipped it. I didn't see any ads. It said ads starting in 5, 4, 3. So I waited. Oh no, I've muted it as well. Might be. Okay, let's go again. Oops. Oops. There we go.
ending.
Turbo is so expensive. It's so expensive. I also don't mind ads. Most of them are skippable. So this is the alternate ending we just actually watched. I didn't remember it being in this, so I googled it. $8 a month. I already pay for so many streaming services, and YouTube is free, so like... Twitch is turbo, YouTube is premium. I'm sorry, Steve said turbo. It's not my fault. I don't pay for premium. I just sub less now. Do you guys not have ad blockers on your browser? No. Also, I want to talk about this. Don't let me forget, because I can't remember. I think this is the thing I disagreed with him about, is the glitches, the glitchy children. I have to sneeze. What is YouTube? I have to sneeze.
Here you see Six's next steps after she escapes the signal tower. The more, pointed out to her by Shadow Six. And it's here we realize the Little Nightmares 2 is not a sequel, but a prequel.
prequel.
In a series of events that are destined to repeat themselves.
Dun,
So,
dun, dun.
if Mono is the Thin Man, then who is Six? In my previous theories, there have always been a common thread linking Six with the lady in one way or another, but now
Yo,
it's all
I never seen
become
that one before on the
clear.
right.
The reason why the lady hums the same tune as Six's music box. The reason why the picture in Six's nightmare appears in the lady's own bedroom. The reason why just
It
before
is
it's
her?
destroyed, the music box is the exact same shape as the Moor, chimney and all.
I didn't even realize. What the heck?
Six is the lady from a previous cycle. Just as Mono is destined to become the Thin Man, Six
is like my
now
favorite theory
destined
ever.
to become the Lady of the Moor. The reason why Six is so attached to the music box in her monster state during her nightmare in the signal tower is because of what the music box represents. Remember, Six is only 9 at the time of the events of Little Nightmares. Six is still a
69?
child.
Oh, no, I can't see that.
And the
That's
music
child.
box makes her feel safe. It's something that was always constant to her until Mono, smacked down the door. Her entire nightmare room
Mono smacked down the door. Hi, Albert, how you doing? We got finished streaming or playing Little Nightmares 2 tonight. And so now we're watching lore because Little Nightmares 2 lore is the best lore to ever exist. You guys can't disagree with me because this is like top-notch lore. I was gonna say something. I have an opinion. Hold on. I think he goes more in depth and then I'll disagree more. Right now, this is like my favorite bit is that like this is now like Six's safe space, I guess, because it's got like her favorite things, like so many of these little like ducks that we see her like carrying around. I think he goes in depth. I'm not gonna over explain. I can't disagree with the teacher because we don't understand that teacher.
becomes
Watch
a
it,
safe
Willis.
space for her. Even the teddy bears and toys are a reminder of the fun she had in the hospital when her and Mono were playing with the
fun we had
X-ray
in the
machine.
hospital.
The reason why the
Pardon?
Moor is shaped like the destroyed music box is because that is her desire. It's her nightmare. A life with it or a life without it. With it, she can't bear to be apart from it. And without it is a nightmare all in itself. And if we just stop for a moment and have a look at the room that Six finds herself trapped in, there are even more clues that tie her to the lady. In general, the room is a purple color, and that's something that we found in the original Little Nightmares game that seems to be synonymous with the lady. Her residence area, her bedroom, everything is purple, even down to the wallpaper that we can see in this room. Even if we look at the residence DLC for
wallpaper's
Little
also very
Nightmares,
similar.
the same dolls that the lady was holding and caressing are right next to Six.
Oh,
Many
gosh.
times through the battle with Six's monster form, Mono has to break down a door to enter her room.
Just like we
in
did when
these
we
brief
first met
moments,
her.
after Mono has smashed the
The
music
parallels.
box, he finds himself in an empty vacuum. I believe this is what actually lies inside the signal tower. Nothing. But the monster that we see at the end of the game take control of Mono is already taking control of Six, therefore leaving the rest of the place barren. And how does Mono get back to Six? He smashes down the door just like he did when he first
It's
met
all
Six.
paralleling.
That this room we see Six in isn't actually her nightmare, but Mono breaking into the room is the nightmare. He was the one that took her away from her safe space.
Can you use videos like this next time you try to teach me FNAF lore? Okay, so the problem about FNAF lore is that there's so many comic books that it doesn't even make sense to MatPat anymore, like the king of lore. So it doesn't make sense to me anymore. I've just been watching and being like, oh yes, that does make sense. You bet.
Away from her music box. And just like Six's inevitable prison, it's the same way for the Thin Man and his giant tower. On the Little Nightmares website, in the Thin Man's description, it states he's searching for something. That something is
Searching for
Six.
Mono.
And
Oh,
what
he's
better
searching
way
for
to
Six.
find her
I
than a
knew that.
giant tower overlooking all other buildings? So if this Thin Man is Mono, then why does he hunt you? And why does he steal Six away from you? He's not trying to kill Mono. He's trying to save him. His
Told
past
you.
self. The Thin
I
Man
told you.
knows that if Mono keeps on going this course, he's going to end up exactly the same as him. That Six is going to drop him into the abyss, inadvertently become...
It's because time theories or time loops make everything so confusing. But it's because small child Mono doesn't know that Six is going to betray him in the future. But tall, thin man Mono does know. So he's like, I've got to like... I like to believe he's trying to communicate with Mono the whole time with the tower as well, like, because the tower is, like, the signal tower, and that's where, like, the TV comes in, and, like, he is trying to communicate with Mono this whole time and be like, hey, you gotta let me out, without having words, obviously, because there's no words in this game, but, like, he's like, hey, you gotta let me out, and so then Mono is, like, being called, and so that's why he opens the door, and then he's like, oh my gosh, this man's trying to kill me and my best friend, like, little Mono is thinking that, and so he, like, but if Thin Man never intervenes, he never gets betrayed. Yeah, but, like, you don't know that because then Thin Man ends up dying. Like, Mono ends up killing the Thin Man, I think. What was that I just heard? Oh, nothing, you know. Just a little redeem, that's all. It should have been an alternate where you get caught by Slim Man. The type of ending where you can be saved from the fall. Okay, there's a lot of people that think that as well. Like, I think this is great because I love a good time loop theory, but like an alternate ending where Six doesn't feel betrayed by you because, okay, so like, hold on. I'm just gonna back up a small bit. Six ends up, like, she saves us the whole game. She's like, oh, I'll catch you. I'll be your friend. I'll be by your side. And then it's when she's in her safe space, when she becomes the monster, that we break her music box, which is something that's keeping her safe, or, like, it's just something that she feels comfortable with, and, like, we're breaking it. So, like, we're betraying her. And, like, she's then like, oh my gosh, you're the problem. That's what I like to think anyways. Let's continue. Let's continue.
So what does he...
You should play Life is Strange. I think Life is Strange is scary, isn't it? Like, more scary. This is, like, manageable scary. I don't know much about Life is Strange. Whatever redeem it was, it definitely came out of nowhere.
He do? He takes away Six from Mono in hopes of breaking his own cycle. He doesn't try to kill you when he captures you. He's trying to stop you. He's actively trying to chase you away from the TV, away from Six, and to stop you from rescuing her. Chasing you away from the signal tower where she's kept. Holding out his hand to stop you. Unfortunately,
so
by the
sad.
end, his desire to save himself is not as strong as his child self-desire to save Six, and over again, he is defeated. But the
Mono
Thin
just
Man
wants
isn't
to
the
save
only
Six.
one that is trying
His
to
best
break
friend.
this cycle. And he's not the only one suffering with a self-fulfilling prophecy. The lady, too, tries to stop it. Her imprisoning of the children is her way of stopping anyone who resembles Six coming after her, as she knows she was a child when she devoured the previous lady. She has deliberately broken every mirror in an attempt to disarm Six of a weapon, the only weapon that can defeat her. Although she herself doesn't have it in her to kill any children, and instead turns them into faceless, powerless gnomes that help power them all. And this brings us to the moment.
Hold on. I agree but disagree with that. So hold on. You should play Alien Isolation. Absolutely not. I think I would poo myself. But Thin Man knows what happens. So he would know the whole time that he thinks he's getting attacked when he was younger. So you should know that by not helping you, it would actually help you. I didn't consider that. Hold on. I had something else to say. I don't agree with this statement he just made of, like, Six becomes the lady. I agree with that. But he's like, oh, but she doesn't want to hurt the children. That's why she turns them into gnomes. I don't agree with that because, well, I mean, okay, maybe I do. Hold on. I have to think this through in my head. Because when Six first comes across a gnome, Six doesn't know that that's a child turned into a gnome. All they know is that they're like hunger or whatever you want to call it. And I think it's from having no soul. So I read a theory. I don't think it's in this video. I read a theory, or I heard a theory somewhere, that the glitchy kids that we find are the souls of past kids. So you know how when the Thin Man grabbed Six, like, originally, her soul kind of got left there, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a glitchy soul, like, of Six, and that's super pog. But, like, what if that's their souls getting taken out of their body, and now she's like an empty husk, basically. And that's where this hunger comes from, is because she doesn't have a soul anymore, so that when she gets to the maw, she has to then, well, I guess that wouldn't work either. You know what? Time loop theories are kind of complicated, because I was like, then she would go and devour her older self who has the soul, maybe, but why would that work? Maybe originally she had a soul when she became the lady. There's a lot of, like, ifs and ands and buts in here. Why have all the people eating the kids if she didn't want to hurt them? Well, like I said, there's a lot of, like, ifs and ands and buts. It's just theories. Obviously, like I said, there's actually no storylines per se to Little Nightmares. There's nothing that the developers have set in stone. It's not like they've said specifically, this is this, and this means this, and this is why this happened, and this is all just like us piecing together things. Let's continue.
You know the one where someone will montage loads of popular YouTubers and so close to it.
Oh.
Wait, why am I there? The
That's
moment
actually
where
funny. I watched that too. All of the, like, YouTubers' reactions to Six eating the gnome.
escape seemed so close, about to escape the nightmare that is the Signal Tower. Six had a chance to save Mono, but didn't. Why?
Ads. Hold on. Hold on! No free ads.
From the first time we see Six in the game, she's cramped tight around the music box.
Hey, yo.
It's important to her, and it's why when she's all alone in her own nightmare in the Signal Tower, that it too is also there. When Mono calls out to her, she presents the music
I know,
box
right,
to
Craig?
him,
It's good,
as
like,
if sharing
brain
it with
food.
him.
Food for your
like
brain.
a child wanting to show a parent a toy they like. And what does Mono do instead?
Again?
He destroys it.
Yeah, where
To
does it
Mono,
come from?
this
I don't
makes
know.
sense. He's doing it to save her from the nightmare that she finds herself trapped.
Oh, this
Mono,
is, like,
this
my
make
favorite part.
toy
Hold on.
they like. And what does Mono do instead? He destroys it. To Mono, this makes sense. He's doing it to save her from the nightmare that she finds herself trapped within. But to Six, this enrages her. And from here on out, she only wants to protect her music box from Mono, even to the point of killing him. The one person that's been helping her so far. When Mono finally destroys the music box and brings Six back to her normal self, she isn't the
Steve, why do you abuse everything you find? I put timers on things because of you. Let me fix it. I don't know if I have... Do I have cooldowns on everything? It's funny because there normally is a cooldown on that as well. I don't know, it just got turned off or something. There you go! Cooldown is back! That's because of Steak. No, Steak has been a good child. Steve literally breaks every redeem. I had to tell you it was broke somehow. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
same anymore. She gets up slowly and stares down Mono. Even though he did this for her own good,
That makes me so sad because Six is like, oh my gosh, you broke my music box. You've betrayed me. And Steve's like, oh my gosh, I don't care about Laura anymore. Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. 4 minutes. It should be 3.
she didn't want him to. If we take a look back during the previous events I've mentioned earlier, Six actually isn't a good child. She wasn't playing with the mannequin fingers. She's breaking them, contorting them. And after the bullies in the school kidnapped her, The first thing she does when confronted with one
Is attack
is
it.
pounce on it,
Yeah.
smashing its head against the floor till it breaks.
Yeah.
This type of an attack is fueled by emotion, anger, and frustration. In
That's
this
pretty
frenzied
horrific.
attack is obvious. And she slowly stands up, admiring her handiwork, showing that she can hold grudges and likes to
She
take
phased through him.
revenge. The doctor, for instance, when he's burned alive, she shows no remorse for her actions. Even though Six comes across to many as childish, that mask actually has
Yeah, they're like literally called bullies, I think, like in the code or whatever people came up with that. They're literally called bullies, which I think is amazing.
a rather sadistic and selfish side to her. Just like what we see of her in the moor, eating a helpless trapped rat and a gnome to fill her own need, her own hunger. She transforms children into gnomes to help her run the moor, not hesitating about taking their future away from them. When Six reaches out to help Mono, this isn't because she does it to save him. She wants to hold him. She wants to see his face. She wants him to know that she is the reason why. Mono was the one who let her get taken by the Thin Man. She reached out for help, but Mono didn't help her. The one who destroyed something she loved right in front of her. Mono was the one who destroyed her music box and her safe space. He was the one that took everything from her. All of this happens right here, in the look exchanged between them. When Mono looks back up to look at her as if asking what's taking her so long, he realizes there is no remorse for what she's about to do. And with that, she retracts her arm and watches
That
as Mono
is
falls
such
into the abyss. She
a
has no
good
idea
plot
what she's
twist.
starting, but she's
Love
happy
that.
about it. She's
Love
gotten her
that.
revenge. Doomed to forever become the Thin Man, over and over again. The best way to sum up Six is probably this quote concerning the ladies' quarters from a now defunct official little website. If the moor had a heart, it would have lived here.
In the ladies' quarters.
So that leaves one question.
Mr.
If
Beast.
this is a cycle, that would mean there would have to have been a start. The first ever Six and the first ever Mono. There would also have to be a way to control everything, to make sure that these events play out exactly the way they need to ensure that the cycle repeats. In the school, we see a chart of what appears to be the world, and
Mr.
scribbled
Beast is
all
hunting
over
you
it
down.
is the marking of the eye.
No, I was saying earlier, I'm like, Mr. Beast, give me a sponsorship. I freaking love Feastables, like the chocolate bars he makes. Ugh, amazing. Amazing. Sponsor me, Mr. Beast.
I believe that it's this monster that takes control of Six's soul, manipulating it into a way in order to play out the events it needs.
Steve, they're
to
dark
repeat the
chocolate. You would
cycle.
love them.
It's the one that leads Mono to destroy his past self, the Thin Man, by leading Mono from the train. It tells Six to go to the moor and watches as she slowly consumes more and more to fill in the void that soul has left, until at the right time she gets
Oh, well, you see, if Mr. Beast sponsored me, I'd tell you you can buy them at any Walmart in the United States now. But because he doesn't sponsor me yet, I'm not going to tell you that. I also am not going to tell you that they come in like 5 great flavors. All sitting on my bookshelf, by the way, because but you just told us that anyways. No, I didn't. I'm telling you guys what I would tell you if Mr. Beast sponsored me. My favorite though is the hold on, I forgot what it's called. The quinoa crunch. Actually amazing. Freaking amazing. And a Walmart near me too. What the heck? There's like a Walmart 5 minutes down the road, like from me. There's also like 20 Walmarts, like, that I can think of, that I know. That's actually, you guys are unlucky. Unlucky. Not really. Walmart kind of sucks. Quinoa, like the pasta, yeah, they're like little like rice pellets, right? But like in a chocolate bar. It basically becomes like a crunch chocolate bar, but like 1,000 times better if that makes sense. You ever have a crunch chocolate bar? It's like way better. Yeah, kind of like rice. I just couldn't remember if it was exactly like rice because I don't ever have quinoa.
Gets her soul back, consuming the completed soul of her past self.
That's
the
what I'm.
lady.
Okay, so
And
that's
this
where
is
I get a little bit confused because I guess his theory makes sense because he doesn't believe that Six like loses all of her soul. I guess maybe she doesn't lose all of her soul, and so when she gets to be older, maybe she has found a way to. I don't understand this part 100%. This part like is a little bit iffy to me still, of like her consuming the soul of her older self to then have a soul. I guess it does make sense because if you consume your soul of your older self, you then have a soul to grow old with, so that your little soul, your little body who doesn't have a soul, when they defeat you, consumes your soul again, and that's a cycle in and of itself. Is Six loses their soul to then regain their soul when they're older. I guess that's also another cycle, and maybe that's like Six's whole cycle because I'm more focused on like this is Mono's whole cycle, and then Six has her own cycle.
precisely why the lady doesn't put up a fight. She knows exactly what's gonna
One more comment. Okay, so he said the lady doesn't put up a fight, but it's because both of like older version of Six and older version of Mono are not stronger than their younger versions of themselves. So they'll always get beaten in every timeline by their younger selves. How much are the bars at Walmart? Cheaper than buying them on Mr. Beast's website. I did the math before I ordered them on Walmart pickup.
happen and has
I don't remember though. $2.50 a bar, I think. I think it's $2.50 for a large bar, but my Walmart was out, and so I got the little mini bars, which are like half the size, but honestly I like them better because then I'm not gonna sit down and eat an entire chocolate bar in one sitting. You know what I mean?
accepted her fate to be eaten by
One more comment. I will say, I didn't love the milk chocolate bars that Mr. Beast had. I do love the regular like chocolate bars, which is just like dark chocolate. I love the quinoa crunch, and I actually kind of enjoyed the sea salt chocolate, but it's very, very salty, and I could not have like much at a time because it's so salty. Don't get fat. I do not recommend. I've eaten sweets every day for as long as I can remember. I'm such like a sweet person. It has to be balanced though, like in small quantities. That's why I'm like, the smaller chocolate bars are way better.
by herself. The soul that has been passed from one lady to the next. This could be why we see many pictures in the ladies' quarters or residence that show multiple ladies.
That
These
sounded very
are all previous
self-absorbed.
Sixes, and it isn't until these events
I don't
have
know what
come
you're
to
talking
pass
about.
that Six realizes what she has done, and by that time, it's too late. Whatever higher power is controlling this world needs the signal tower to have a thin man and needs the mole to have a lady. Without its interference, the lady would
Oh, I don't like
eventually
cream
pass,
cheese though,
and
Willis.
thus the nightmare and the cycle would be over. The saddest part about this is, if the Thin Man once released by Mono had not pursued Mono and Six and tried to break away Six from Mono, none of this would have happened. The moment the
That's what
Thin
Kurt was
Man
saying.
grabs Six, it starts a series of events that will eventually lead her to dropping Mono. As we've seen throughout the entire game, slowly but surely, Mono and Six have actually formed a relationship. A friendship of sorts. Right up to the moment
Okay, but like, that's a part of the cycle. So like, I get that that's what you're saying. But like, older Mono I don't know. I'm not gonna piece that thought together because I don't think that that's a complete thought that I was about to say, but like, it would make sense that he's like, okay, in order to prevent this from happening, I need to get you away from Six because Six is the one that betrayed us. So like, it makes sense that the cycle continues that way. I don't know, maybe it doesn't.
when Mono releases the Thin Man. This tiny little interaction speaks volumes. Even though Six is sadistic and selfish, she's grown to care for Mono. But unfortunately, because the Thin Man takes away 6, Mono has to destroy something she loves, which in turn leads to 6 hating him and doing the thing she does.
Okay, I see your point, but also maybe it has something to do with the tower and being alone for so long, because we see him sitting in that room in the tower for quite literally from the time he is a very young child to a very tall man. So, like, maybe that also has something to do with it. Like, maybe he's, like, been alone for so long, he's gone crazy. He's like, oh my gosh, I have to stop this from happening, like, every time. That's why the cycle goes on. Like, there's so much that it could be. I talk with my hands when I get excited and passionate.
Begins 6's cycle to become the lady and to be eaten by herself. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and
Let's flip back.
expecting a different result.
Just saying, that kind of
I
goes
would
in with my
say
point of
that
maybe he
doing the
became
same
insane
thing over and
in the room
over,
by himself for
reliving
so
the
many
same
years in a row.
experience over and over again, knowing that the outcome will always be the same, is the definition of a nightmare. And just like a true nightmare, they are both doomed to repeat the same lives over and over again. That no matter what they do, they will be powerless to stop it. But that's just a theory.
A game theory.
Yay!
He said a beaver theory. Hold on. Ads. We don't condone ads for free on this channel. That was really short, actually. Ayo.
Well, there you have it.
I think that
what
was
was
it.
like a day, maybe 2 days after I finished doing the
Ads
playthrough.
can suck it.
I couldn't
Got
help
'em.
myself, guys. I just had to sit down and
When you
get
get
my
alone for too
thoughts
long, your
out
thoughts
of
get
there.
twisted.
And
Yeah, we all know what
apparently,
that's
I'm
like.
not even the only one. The same day I finished my playthrough and started writing
I don't know if
came
he
up
says anything
with
more
to become
about-
the Thin Man and 6 the Lady. You could look at this as Little Nightmares actually getting better at what they're doing, as in people are knowing now and being... I think up of your favorite theories. The Nightmares universe, it's just the world. All
Okay, I think that's all he says on lore. Which is Puggers. Tonight's ads are sponsored by Ida Kim. Aim down sights can suck it. Get it like ADS ads. I got it, Craig. Good one. Good one, Craig. Proud of you. Okay, so anyways, very messed up lore. I do love it because I just love a good, like I said, I love a good like time loop lore. And with this one being so like convoluted as to like specifically Mono becoming the Thin Man, who then ends up in this wild chase of always chasing himself down to try to prevent himself from getting betrayed by 6 so that he can, I guess, not grow up alone and go insane in the tower, which is the control tower, which is how the world ends up so empty. And like, I love that, and I love that 6 will always go on to become the lady. She'll always go on to go to the maw and then destroy, like, she's lost her soul. She obviously goes on to become super like hungry, I guess. It's such, okay, hold on, there's one more video. This one's a little bit shorter, but this one I came across this one the very first time I ever watched a playthrough of Elmer! Oh my gosh! Elmer! Thank you so much for the gift sub! Oh, my 9 o'clock alarm is going off. It's gotten late. Elmer, thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. We're almost to a second sub goal of the night. You guys want to hear me play an original guitar riff? Heck yes! Do we ever get to hear you play a song as well? That'd be super pog. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something as well. Oh, I have a second video that I want to watch. Let me stick Elmer's name in the machine. Yeah, I have a second video I want to watch because Little Nightmares is actually so much bigger than just Little Nightmares 1 and 2. There's actually, I think there's comic books. I'm not 100% on that. I know there's a mobile game that also plays into the lore. One that I'll never play, obviously. Craig, learn guitar so you can serenade me. Craig, learn guitar so you can teach me. I don't have the patience to learn, so I need someone who can give me their patience. Like, you know how impatient I am. I can't keep a rhythm. Okay, Steve, learn guitar so you can serenade Craig. It's in Discord. Pog? Can I listen to it on stream or no? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little itty bitty bit. I play guitar as well as I can see colors. But, anyways, I have another video. This one's by, hold on. This one is by one of my favorite horror game channels on YouTube. What a weird sentence. This one is by Super Horror Bro on YouTube. The riff will relax you, Kim. Ooh, should we give it a little listen? Should we give it a little listen on stream? Is that all right with you? Just use your eyes, Craig. Steve, the heck? Okay, this might be loud. Hold on, let me... Go for it. Yay! Maybe we should listen to this at the end, though, like when it's time to calm down and chill. Also, that's beautiful so far. But I think let's save it for after the next video, because I've got one more video that I'm gonna, like, get super hyped about again. And then we listen to something chill. Like, on our way out. We feeling that? I've got... This is a background of your ASMR stream. I know, right? That's like... I'm just gonna put that on loop. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, one more video. This one includes... So this one's the complete Little Nightmares timeline. I first discovered this guy right when I finished Little Nightmares 1. Not, like, playing it, but watching it for the first time, like, when it came out. And he did lore videos on that. And so then... This was after Little Nightmares 2 came out. I ended up finding this video of the complete Little Nightmares timeline. So this is, like... This includes the, like, mini game of, like, the mobile game. I think the comics as well. I feel like there's comics. But let's give this a little
Super
watch.
Horror Bro Mike here, and in this video we take a step back and look at the big picture as we
complete Little
attempt to
Nightmares
set a
timeline, how it all
timeline to the
ties
entire
together.
Little Nightmares universe. There have been 3 games in total: Little Nightmares and its DLC, Secrets of Amor, the mobile spin-off Very Little Nightmares, and a full-fledged sequel, Little Nightmares 2. All of these games are connected, but how? Well, sit back, relax, and get ready for a guide through the events of these games in the order that makes most sense, at least to my mind. In addition to nailing down a rough timeline, this video will aim to contextualize various elements using theories that seem most logical.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to go back for just a second because I don't know if I ever completely showed this when I played Little Nightmares 1. The reason this man couldn't find us in certain places and he wandered around in the dark is because look at his skin. It becomes like a blindfold for himself to the point where he can't see. We're listening to Little Nightmares in it. Is that what that says? I find these guys' voices that do the lore streams to just be so good. Like, you've got such a good voice for lore, if that makes sense. Must have been... Steve! It's just like he's stretched. He got stretched. Yeah, in it, but... Oh, for 2. Oh... He needs vitamin D bad, Lamau. You guys are just roasting him.
Contextualize various elements using theories that seem most logical. With all of that said, let us begin at the very start of this nightmarish tale, with the origin story found within Very Little Nightmares.
Very Little Nightmares.
Released as a mobile offshoot back in 2019, Very Little Nightmares was a touchscreen puzzle game with a very different art style. It used hand-drawn visuals to tell the story of a character which at first glance appeared to be our heroine Six. Using this familiar character, players explored an old mansion built atop a tall cliff face in the middle of the ocean.
I just want to stop for a second and say that I can't imagine playing a, like, scary-ish game on mobile and being scared whatsoever. Stream it, how do we stream a mobile game? Is that possible? I'm sure that's possible. It's cool they made a mobile version. I think this was it came out in 2019. So this wasn't the first one. The Little Nightmares 1 came out before that, I'm pretty sure. That is interesting, though. I didn't ever realize. Hold on, let's just do a little Google real quick. Of when did Little Nightmares 1 get released? 2017, and then Little Nightmares 2 came out in 2021. Google these nuts, got him. You're welcome, Steve, I finished your sentence. Okay, I was just curious, like, timeline-wise, it would have been the mobile game came out after Little Nightmares 1, but it is just so, like, I can't imagine playing, like, a mobile horror game and being scared by it. I feel like that would take away some of the, immersion that you get when you play, like, an actual, like, PC game or, like, I guess console game if you're a console player.
A place known as the Nest. It is eventually revealed that this character is not Six. Her name is simply the girl in the yellow raincoat. A raincoat she eventually loses as she plummets to her death while being chased by a monstrous child known as the Pretender. We can clearly see from her haircut that this girl is not Six. However,
I gotta turn off all the lights and get as immersed as possible for horror stuff. Okay, next time we play a scary game, I'm turning off all the lights in here. You guys won't see a thing. Then nobody can see me cry. I'm just kidding. I don't think I cried for this entire game. I don't think I did.
The Six does feature throughout the game. A fellow prisoner who ends up fleeing the nest alongside the girl in the yellow raincoat and escaping on a raft after her companion met a watery grave. Before the events of Little Nightmares 2, I had assumed Six acquired her iconic yellow raincoat after leaving the shore of the nest aboard her raft and scooping it out of the water, then being picked up by the mysterious boatman character and taken to the moor, or perhaps simply washing up beside it and finding her way inside. This speculation is now proven incorrect.
Oh man, more ads! What the heck, YouTube?
What's so great about
Hold on, no free ads! We don't condone free ads. Okay, you guys can have it back. Here you go. I mute it as well every time.
How do we know Little Nightmares
Play it until dawn with the lights off. I did that one time. I lived in a house in the middle of the woods and played that game Home Alone. And then woke up the next morning to a huge earthquake. That spooked me. I could never play a scary game if I lived alone. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If Brogan was for some reason not going to be home one night, I would be like, nah, I've changed my mind. We're not playing a scary game tonight. Because I get so spooked so easily. Like, honestly, it's so bad. It's so bad. But scary games are actually sometimes, it makes it so much scarier. Yeah, that's like the worst part. At least if I get scared, I can like go hug Brogan and be like, comfort me. I can continue.
This 2 takes place in the weeks and months after the story of Very
If you get
Little
scared, play
Nightmares.
Animal Crossing. I've
Well,
never played
there are
Animal
several
Crossing.
reasons to make this connection. If we look at the digital...
That's true, Steve. You do have a cat to tell you if anyone's there. I would like to believe Karki would tell me if someone was there. He's very, like, barky. Especially, like, if someone's at the door or near our house, if he's outside. Like, I would like to believe that if I was home alone, he'd tell me if there was an intruder. Barky.
comics, which acts as a precursor to the events of the sequel, we see
Okay, wait,
Six,
hold on. I
the
think you talked about the comics. I missed
Well, there are several reasons to make this connection. If we look at the digital comics, which acts as a precursor to the events of the sequel, we see Six without raincoat and looking as if she just stepped off the raft at the end of the mobile game. She is captured by the Hunter, a haunting sight that her would-be companion Mono witnesses, and seemingly the reason he sets off to free Six at the beginning of Little Nightmares 2. When we finally discover Six, there are several key points of interest found within her prison room. First of all, the music box, an item comforting her during her imprisonment. We see a representation of this music box at the end of the game, Monster 6 holding it with extreme importance. In fact, the Signal Tower uses this box to corrupt and bind her to its.
When my sister and I were kids, we had a pale white doll with the dress and red eyes. It would stare at us sitting in the dark closet. I hate that. I think I've told this before, but I used to have like a glass case of dolls that when my grandma died, she left to me. So like when I was, I think 7 years old, my mom put this glass case of dolls, probably like 8 dolls in there, like porcelain dolls with dresses on, just at like the foot of my bed almost. It was like my bed was here and then the glass case was on the other wall. I hated that thing. For years, it was in my room until I made my mom take it out.
Spell. Although referenced in the first Little Nightmares game, this scene in Little Nightmares 2 seems to be Six's first introduction to the item and the reason for its hold over her. She connected with it as a coping mechanism during a time of great emotional trauma in her childhood. Also look to the chalk sketches on the walls, presumably the work of Six while being held here. The tally marks are easy enough to explain. They signify a passing of time, maybe days, weeks, or months. Six has, after all, been here for a while. We also see Six has drawn an image of the Signal Tower. This drawing is almost an exact match for those scenes sketched by the bullies within the schoolhouse.
If I had to be in a room with dolls, I'd drown them in holy water every night. I remember when The Grudge movie was brand new, I hated taking a shower and washing my hair after that movie. I've never seen The Grudge. I don't even know what it's about. Don't tell me though. I don't ever want to watch a scary movie if I have the choice. Scary movies are 1,000 times worse than scary games.
House. To me, this suggests the Signal Tower has already began calling to Six and hypnotizing her with its corrupt transmission, much as we see with the other wretched creatures of this world. In fact, later in the game, as the two adventurers pass by the tower, Six stares up at it as if under a spell. This may well be why she was so easily manipulated, distorted and corrupted while held prisoner within. The tower already held sway over her mental state. But most interesting of all, the sketches are for people we have seen before. People with their faces scratched out, as if to suggest they are now dead. The sketch on the far right represents a person falling. Remember back to the final moments of Very Little Nightmares, the girl in the yellow raincoat who fell to her death at the hands of the Pretender.
In the mobile
It seems this sketch represents her. But
okay, but can we just talk about how kind of creepy that is? That Six is like, oh yeah, I watched that kid die, but I really want that raincoat. And then makes it her identity.
Then
I guess it doesn't necessarily. No, I'm not gonna.
What about the others? Well, for now we must move on. But don't worry, we'll be back to revisit these sketches at the end of this video. You may be asking, what about the yellow raincoat? Why did Six not have this key item if this game follows on directly from the events of Very Little Nightmares? This is actually fairly easy to speculate on. The main point to bear in mind is that while we see Six about to leave the shore of the nest aboard the driftwood raft, we never see her collect up the floating raincoat. It is therefore logical to conclude this raincoat took the same tide as Six and washed up ashore near the Pale City. However, unlike Six, it was not collected up by the hunter, but rather a denizen of the city itself. Eventually, its wearer was either taken by the Signal Tower, once again leaving the coat behind, or it was simply discarded.
I was like, it makes sense because everybody in this city, in the Pale City is what it's called, I think, ends up like being disintegrated or murdered by or whatever it is that this like tower is doing. It makes sense that somebody would have, you know, collected it and then vanished. So like all of the empty clothes we find, it makes sense that we would find an empty rain jacket. Like there's nothing unusual about that, I guess.
After all, these city streets are full of discarded junk at every turn. This is why Six finds it far from shore, yet looks on it as if it holds some connection to her previously, reminding her
So she
of the
definitely
child who
does.
helped her escape not too long ago.
Yeah, she definitely does recognize
One
it
more
as like,
thing
oh
that
hey, this
really
is the
connects
code of the
Six
girl
to
who
the
died.
events of Very Little Nightmares preceding this
sus.
game can be seen by her uncomfortable
So it wasn't
demeanour
survival,
while
no, it was,
riding the floating door across the river mouth here.
I don't know.
It makes sense when we remember she had recently escaped a traumatic experience within the nest using the exact same means, an escape method which led to her capture by the hunter. Skipping to the end of the adventure, Six is taken by Thin Man and imprisoned once again, this time within the walls of the signal tower itself. Here, its distorted signal twists and corrupts Six in ways all too familiar to anyone who has encountered monsters such as Roger the Janitor. The signal tower
Roger.
uses...
His name is Roger? His name is Roger. The long-armed man, the janitor, he has a name. His name is Roger. I just thought, that's all right. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. What? Okay.
Thin Man's power.
They have such cool names. Hold on. Nope, I'm not done. They have such cool names like Six and Mono and the Lady. I don't know. I don't think that's her name. And then there's Roger?
To warp and distort reality, which ravages the world and does exactly the same to poor Six. More importantly, it pulls from her memories to create a prison for her. While examining the items found within this room, many look eerily familiar. Again, we will revisit this concept at the end of this video. Mono eventually manages to cure Six by destroying the music box, an item, as stated before, which binds her to this monstrous form. This leads to the signal tower revealing its true form, a living mass of flesh made up from the bodies of those it consumes. While escaping, Mono drops behind Six and she grabs his hand to prevent him falling, but decides in a cruel turn of events to let her friend fall. Most likely because she senses the darkness calling him from within, and has...
So I think that that's interesting. I like what he says about the reason Six dropping him here, because the last video we watched, he had such a stronger opinion. He's like, it's because Mono betrayed her, and she can see that, that he's like, she's just mad at him, and so she stares at his face to, like, let him know that she thinks he's betrayed her, and that she's gonna murder him. And then here, it's like, his opinion isn't quite so strong. It's like, oh, she sees his face for the first time ever, because the entire time he's had this bag over his head, so she hasn't had to place him. And so I like this theory a little bit more, because this is the time where she's like seeing him properly for the first time, and she's like, oh my gosh, you are the Thin Man. Like, I can see it in your features now. Before I couldn't, because you were wearing this bag, and I was taken when you took that bag off. And so then, for the first time, she sees him, and she's like, you are the Thin Man. Like, I can recognize that now. And I don't want to save you, because if I save you, then it means I die. It's kind of what I sense. I'm like, that makes sense to me, that she would put two and two together, and that's why she stares at him for so long, because she's like, do I pull you up? Do I let go? It becomes more of like a contemplation, and obviously she makes the wrong choice, because if she drops him, he becomes the Thin Man, and she doesn't know that because she's a child. I'm like, that's my favorite piece of the lore right there. I'm like, I don't necessarily 100% agree with the last guy. It makes sense if you look that deeply into the game, but I like it on a standpoint where Six is contemplating, like, do I save this man because he's my friend, or do I let him go because he turns into the man who tries to kill me?
witnessed Mono's dangerous powers, which she feels threatened by. Of course, Six unwittingly dooms the world by doing this. Mono is imprisoned by the signal tower, and his powers used to distort and warp the world throughout space and
so, like,
time.
Obviously,
this creates a time paradox where Mono has always been Thin Man, and so calls out
maybe
to
she
his...
wants him to kill her as an adult. But, like, that would never happen in this scenario. Like, if she if she lets go, she thinks he's dying, probably. Like, in this scenario of her holding on to him here, if she lets go, she's like, if I let go, you're dying, obviously. Like, who would survive that kind of a fall? Apparently we do, because, you know, Mono's invincible. But, like, if she holds on to him, she's like, then, you know, she's bringing the danger with her almost. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of like a toss-up. Like, what would Six be thinking here? But obviously, how can we know what Six is thinking? Because Six is like a little sadistic baby. Like, I don't know, that's just my 2 cents.
Past self, so he may be freed from this prison within the tower and finally have a chance to break the cycle, saving the world and its inhabitants from this terrible fate. Six leaves the
Sadistic
signal
baby,
tower,
yes.
but part of her now belongs to it. As
Six
seen
is
with the
a demon
glitching
child,
remains
kind
of the
of.
ghost children we find throughout Little Nightmares 2, her connection to Mono and the tower separates Six's soul from her body. Now incomplete, the loss of Six's soul leaves a great empty void, a void which must be satisfied. This is the birth of
Okay,
Six's
like,
hunger.
That is as well. Like, I'm like, I agree with this so much more substantially than the last one, but I like the last guy's opinion as well. So I'm like, I love lore that can have multiple meanings as well, because like, this is the thing. I'm like, obviously Six lost something when her like soul got ripped from her body or whatever, and that's where her like uncontrollable hunger comes from, that keeps getting stronger until it's like almost killing her to the point where she has to consume the ladies in her quarters. And like, I believe Six and Mono are children and make decisions in that manner, but the Thin Man is to blame. He knew better. Yeah, because like, we were told Six is canonically, like, this is canon to the Little Nightmares lore, that she is 9 years old when we see her for the first time, which I'm assuming like the first time being in Little Nightmares 1, even though technically like Very Little Nightmares, the mobile game, was like the first sequence timeline. It's confusing, but like, a 9-year-old can't make decisions. I agree with you though. Like, the Thin Man as an adult, I just feel like he went insane. Like, he grew up alone for so many years that like, he went insane, and he's like, I have to kill this child to stop this from happening, and then the cycle repeats because he's never able to stop her. I just love it. Gosh, lore is so good.
A hunger we
Lore is
contend
so
with
good.
throughout the very first Little Nightmares
It gets my
game,
brain thinking.
confirming Little Nightmares 2 is indeed the second game in the timeline and a prequel to the events of the original. We also note that Six's spirit energy looks down at a poster of the Maw, suggesting the TV6 exits the tower through is either aboard the Maw, or she is given the idea to head there in order to gain access to the powers she needs to be cured. Powers she eventually procures from Sorceress the Lady. With this,
You fought the dragon under the tree. Under the tree? The dragon? What? What storyline are you doing? Oh, you didn't get the talent level up. Oh, it's a domain. Is it? The Geo Boss. Thanks for the knowledge. I can pause during domains. The Geo one? Like, the one that we... Queller. Nope, no idea. That's not the one that I fight. I fight Ajdaha. Tree Tail. You know, that means nothing to me. The one Zhongli fights in his quest. Ajdaha. Oh, okay. No. That's not... Is that the one you're talking about? Craig said something different than you. That's the same one. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. I was just confused. But also that happens to me too. Because, he can drop like 3 different level up items, which is super annoying. And you can only like get the rewards once a week. Craig just likes to call him Tree Guy. I mean, if it makes sense to you, you go for it, man.
this information in hand, the first game is pretty self-explanatory. It is the third in the timeline, continuing Six's story as her hunger begins to destroy her from within.
Beneath
The
the
ending
Dragon
of Little
Queller
Nightmares
is the
2
domain.
also sheds light
Oh.
on a possible explanation for the shadowy figure of Six that watches over her each time she
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't remember this shadowy Six figure when we were playing Little Nightmares 1. Like, I don't...
Feasts. This is the half of her lost after escaping the signal tower.
That makes so much
This hunger
sense.
requires soul energy to properly quench its thirst, replacing elements of the soul Six herself has lost. This explains why, in a cruel twist of fate, Six eats the gnome child and not the sausage it offers up to her.
Yeah, rip
It
that
also
child.
explains why, upon killing the lady and consuming her
The
dark
worst part is that we got to feel a connection to that child that becomes the gnome, because he was the child in all 3 DLCs. And so when we play all 3 DLCs and we discover that this child that we've been playing as and like building a connection with, like an emotional connection, then becomes the gnome that Six eats, it's like, oh my gosh, like this game's so good at giving us that immersion just to like tear our hearts out. Hi Daniel, how you doing? We're talking about Little Nightmares lore tonight, because we finished playing Little Nightmares 2, and now I've officially played all of the games. Little Nightmares 1, all 3 DLCs, and the second one. So now we're just like combining. This one's about the timelines and explaining it and giving us a little bit more in depth. Wait, what? Why did she eat the child? I'll go back like 10 seconds and see if we can find out again. I'll go back a little bit further. There we go. This is why you shouldn't offer people your sausage. They will kill you. Good message. Proud of you, Craig.
soul Six herself has lost. This explains why, in a cruel twist of
so it's
fate,
like-
Six eats the gnome child and
I
not
don't know.
the sausage it offers
I can't
up
give
to
you an
her.
answer.
It also explains why, upon killing the lady and
because she
consuming
lost her
her dark
soul.
magic, Six then
Like
uses
when
said power
the
to
Thin
drain the
Man
life
ripped them
force from
apart.
everyone else aboard.
She lost her soul. Are you... I've been saying that repeatedly. So, like, when the Thin Man takes her, the glitch of her, the soul, is left behind. And so the soul is the one in that, like, lost episode, lost scene, that you have to collect all the glitchy souls in order to get, like, the final ending. It, like, points her to the maw. And so the soul is separate from Six, and that's where her uncontrollable hunger comes from.
For
I got
more.
you.
She has become a monster herself, a monster with a never-ending hunger, sucking the life from anything that stands in her way. So, let's tie up some loose ends and wrap up this video. Returning to Six's chalk drawings in the hunter's house, and things suddenly click. Starting at the signal tower and working backwards reveals our timeline. It shows past and future, but not yet present. To explain, look to the far right, and we see events as they happen before Little Nightmares 2, the death of the girl in the yellow raincoat as she plunged to a watery grave.
Yeah, that one makes sense.
Then we see tally marks representing a passage of time. These lead to an empty gap. But why is this empty? Well, because it marks the current period of time for which the outcome is not yet determined.
Oh, I
but
love that.
perhaps this could be filled in with mono, like so. Moving on, we see another passing of time and then a drawing of
I
the
feel like
runaway
you are
boy
supposed
and
to,
his
like,
gnome.
put your
This was
character
the
in
character
that
found
spot.
in the DLC.
So, like, he drew in mono. I feel like he could have just put his character in front of the wall and been like, oh yes, we can fill it in with this child, because, like, it's, like, a big enough gap for, hold on, I'm gonna go back a step. Like, it's a big enough gap for our child to stand in so that the timeline is there, and that makes a lot of sense
Drawing
as well.
of the runaway boy and his gnome. This was the character found in the DLC Secrets of the Moor, which ran in sync with the events of Six's adventure in the original game. Another character who died by Six's hand as seen earlier in the video. Finally, another shorter passage of time and the death of the lady. This brings us bang up to date with the story of Little Nightmares as
That's
we
really
know
good,
it,
though.
and
I
everything
kind of
ties
love it,
in
because
to that
also on
image
the
at
wall,
the back of
everyone's
this
faces
room,
are crossed
the
out,
signal
even
tower
though
itself.
technically some
What's
of those events
interesting
are
about
yet
the
to come,
placement
they
of the
still do
signal
end
tower
up
drawing
dying,
is how
and
it's
we know that
sketched
because we
upon a
played Little
different
Nightmares 1
wall
first.
surface. To me, this makes sense, as the signal tower exists
I
on a
love
separate
that.
plane of existence
that
within
existing,
time
like
and
a
space,
timeline,
a
quite literally
dimension where
showing us
time is fluid and
backwards,
past,
I guess,
present,
but
and future
spoilers!
are as one. This explains why we see items from Six's past and future within this same room. Take for example her suitcase from the moor. It doesn't exist in her memories as of the story of Little Nightmares 2,
Oh, yeah, that's
but
true.
can
That's
still appear
so
in her
weird.
prison within the tower due to its ability to draw from events still to occur. Look to these portraits for example, and again we see a timeline represented right to left. At the far right we see Six as a child, cowering in her raincoat. Then, in the centre, an image representing the lady, her face scratched away to represent her demise. On the left we see a horrifying face, but one that seems familiar in a way. It looks similar to that of a granny found in the depths of a moor. I had theorised previously that this granny is what would eventually become of the lady as her powers ravaged her body over time. The pretender from Very Little Nightmares, the next in line to take the lady's place after she herself took the place of the previous granny. Again, it's all one big cycle. It seems as Six consumed the lady's power, she may be in for a similar fate, to become disfigured and monstrous over time. This portrait showing Six in the future. Perhaps if Little Nightmares 3 does happen, we will witness this horrifying transformation. Unless Mono finds a way to escape his Thin Man fate and break the time paradox that is.
We're
One
getting our
question
game
remains.
confused now.
How is Six able to draw from memories of her future?
Oh no, not
memories
free
she
ads. We don't
shouldn't
do
yet
free
have
ads.
access to.
We don't do free ads. No free ads up in this B word.
Well, if we think about the names Six and Mono and what they represent in literal terms, we can jump to some logical conclusions. Mono means one, only, or single. This makes sense as the origin of this terrifying world falls to Mono and his fate as Thin Man within the Signal Tower. There is only one Mono, and he is the ground zero event which triggers everything before and after. While running toward the door Thin Man is trapped behind, if we pay close attention, we can see the number 6.
We'll talk about it.
This suggests that this door is number 6, and therefore the 6th cycle within this paradox.
Yeah,
if so, then 6 has her name due to being the catalyst for this particular cycle. She triggers the events that doom this world each time when handing over Mono to the Signal Tower's control. If this theory is correct, then 6 is simply the 6th of her kind, with 5 prior versions existing in different failed timelines. So, with this concept in mind, we can conclude 6 may retain faint memories of her 5 prior incarnations. Of course, this is a stretch, but it is the only way the rest of this theory makes sense, and why else feature the number 6 on the door here, and use such numerical terms for both protagonists. Either way, that head-scratching conundrum brings us to the end of this video looking at the timeline of the Little Nightmares universe. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, remember to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more horror-related content.
Okay, so that's it for that video. But like, now that we've played all of the Little Nightmares and watched the lore, how much do you guys love this universe? And how excited are you guys gonna be when how excited are you gonna be when Little Nightmares 3 comes out? I'm saying when because Little Nightmares 2 did so well that they're definitely gonna make a third one. Like, they would be dumb not to. I wonder if the people who make this game watch these series to get free ideas on how to make the game better. I bet they do. I feel like if they're good game developers, they definitely look at feedback of what people say. I feel like that's the best kind of game developer, like, is the ones that are, like, willing to take criticism and feedback so that they can make the next game better. Because, like, I would personally like to believe that they made Little Nightmares 2 better, specifically because Little Nightmares 1, Jacksepticeye complained about the controls being so hard to, like, work a 3-dimensional space in almost 2D, and I felt that when I was playing it. I'm like, this is so difficult to control. And then in Little Nightmares 2, I noticed a significantly, like, better, easily controllable game. Like, I don't know. I would like to believe they do. Listen, the lore mods made me want to play LIS? LIS? If Little Nightmares 3 comes out, can you stream the whole thing in a yellow raincoat? Bet. Deal. Life is Strange. Thanks. My brain's not working anymore. I've been streaming for a couple of hours. I'm gonna have to look at Life is Strange, I mean. I was gonna say Little Nightmares. Whoops. Life is Strange, though, because I'm like, I thought it was a really scary game. But yeah, also, whenever Little Nightmares 3 comes out, I was gonna say, maybe we play it without me watching it next time, because Life is Strange isn't horror. It always felt scary to me, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I don't think I am, though. I don't know. I'm going crazy now, but I just love Little Nightmares so much. I'm so sad that the series is over. Rift time. Yes, Rift time. I'm done talking. Let's listen to this while I find someone to raid. Does that sound good? I'm also scared to make decisions. Thanks. Thanks, that makes me feel better. Oh, let me pause the music that I put on just so that I can chat for a minute. And I'll put this on. Tell me if it's loud enough. Gonna listen to some chill tunes. Courtesy of Willis. Oops, that's a little bit too loud. Oh no. Oops, might be. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're gonna listen to some chill tunes to calm down after all the excitement. It's so nice. It's amazing, Willis. It really is very peaceful. Oh, I love it so much. It's a raw recording, no editing. It sounds amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you for sharing with all of us. I really appreciate that. That was awesome. And on that, hold on, I'm gonna play it once more while I just talk. We'll just have it on the background now because why not? I'm gonna send you guys off to Solace to hopefully stay in this relaxed feeling. We're gonna keep this relaxation going. Go listen to some ASMR so that hopefully everybody can go to bed. I know it's a little bit early for some of you. Like, well, it's still like 7:30 for you, right? But that's okay. Let's get you guys relaxed anyways. And I love you all. Thank you for being here. I hope you really enjoyed Little Nightmares as much as I do. I love it so, so much. And I'm so happy to share, like, a game that I genuinely, like, enjoy and appreciate with you guys. It feels so much more special to me to play a game that I care about. I hope you guys know what I mean by that, but I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow night. Mwah! Good night, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Mwah!